Welcome to the month-end retrospective meeting for September. Hope everyone is doing well and ready to review our work we have done so far in the September month. So here's the agenda for today's meeting. First, we will go through the status update on each project. Then we will walk through the Trello board. And finally, we will wrap things up with the closing message. So let's start with a quick update on my projects, starting with the Edinburgh website. During this sprint, we mainly focused on integrating delivery API and uploading another 150 SKUs for international products and doing some design and content changes requested by the client. So for the delivery API integration, while doing the delivery API integration, our developers had a blocker regarding some permissions from the DEX team. So we have already informed the client and relevant parties regarding that. And most probably today we will be able to get the issue sorted out. So in the coming sprint, we will be mainly focusing on completing the delivery API integration and IPG integration. Then for the scope website, during this sprint, we had to redo the proposed scope mock design as per the client request. So based on that, our design team come up with 3 different options to share with the client, and today we shared it for approval. Then for the bungalows one, during this sprint, as we committed to the client, we were able to release the front-end fixes for second round UAT, and we're still pending to release the back-end rates related issues to the client. Then for the NFC apps, during this sprint, Ravindu worked on admin app reservation page QA fixes in the first few days of this sprint, and then we had to allocate him for the CAT project, and so still he has to complete 4 fixes in the reservation page, admin DR detail page development, and admin confirm functionality. So we are hoping to allocate those tasks in the coming sprint for Ravindu as well. Then when it comes to Gateway College new update, we were able to successfully integrate the live API keys during this sprint and release it for UAT. However, client raised an issue mentioning transactions amount are not deposited for their account for the test transactions they have done day before yesterday. However, we have also done a transaction to figure that out, but the bank confirmed that our test amount is reflected in their bank account. So we have informed those details to the client and currently waiting for their feedback to resolve that issue. Then for the Vijay Graphics one, today we got the live API keys and Lasika is working on integrating it, and I had to do a QA round on that as well. So those are the updates on my projects. Then Sarini, can you please give us a brief status update on your projects as well?
Thanks, Shani. Regular redesign website. During this sprint, we had a meeting with the RH team. During that meeting, we requested some changes on the website, which Visuri is currently working on. We aim to finish implementing these changes and complete adding contents by next sprint. When it comes to the DWA project, we completed adding all the content. We made some changes to the project pages, and Vinusha designed new banners for the website. By next Monday, we expect to finalize the project. Dragonfly admin task, I started next round of follow-ups, and I got a new admin task of Dragonfly, and I work on the previous task as well. When it comes to Arc Labs team, Strapi team worked on the CAD website. They were able to finish most of the components, and also now they are focusing on the QA fixing. Trucido was able to finish Bootstrap course and started CAD website. And Amaya finished her design and started to follow the WordPress tutorials. That's all about my projects.
Okay, Sarini. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel about the overall outcomes of this sprint? How successful it was?
It's 10 out of 10.
Great, thanks, Sarini. Then, Ramona, can you please share your project status as well?
Sure, Karanjani. In this sprint, I have completed the user manual for the backend system of the other project. This manual provides detailed instructions to help the users and effectively utilize the backend functionality. It includes step-by-step guidance on key features as well. At first, I encountered challenges with structuring the steps and delivering the clear guidance, as I wasn't well versed in user manual creation. However, with assistance and support from colleagues, I was able to overcome these difficulties and gain significant insight into how to develop user manuals. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I highly motivated to move forward into next sprint, aiming for smooth execution and improved results. That's it from myself.
Okay, Ramona, can you, on a scale from 1 to 10, can you rate us how satisfied are you with the results you achieved during this sprint?
It's 10 out of 10.
Okay, great. Thanks, Ramona. Then Ramona will walk us through the travel board. She will guide us on our achievements, blockers, and any failures, and the things we can improve in our coming sprint. Ramona?
Sure, Kanchini. I'll share my screen.
Please.
First, Kanchini, how was the sprint for you?
Yeah, this sprint is a pretty much successful sprint for me, as I got to learn about Shopify liquid files and adding some functionalities, then learn some new Scrum practices, and also worked on dashboard and report creation using EasyBI tool, and also got to know about adding automation tools in Jira, and also time logs approval process using Tempo tool. In addition to that, also good to know about task importing mechanism in Jira. That's all, Ramona.
Thank you, Kajini. What is your motivation on this sprint?
It's 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Kajini. Next, Harini. What are the milestones did you achieve in this sprint, Harini?
During this sprint, I conducted QA testing for the Strapi Teams projects. And on the Dragonfly admin side, I learned a new admin task and started next round of follow-ups.
Okay. How would you rate your progress in this sprint out of 10?
It's 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Sarini. Next, me. In this sprint, I have done the user manual for the backend of the other project. And the manual provides comprehensive instruction and documentation to help users. On the scale out of 10, I would rate myself 10 out of 10. Next, Prabhat. What is your plan in this sprint, Prabhat?
During this sprint, I was able to complete most of the components of the strategy project. So I mainly focused on the dynamic parts of the website. That's it.
Okay. Can you rate your level of your knowledge out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Prabhat. Next, Lasika. How was the sprint for you, Lasika?
Yeah, Ramona, in this sprint, I was able to complete geographic payment gateway and also integrate NAS delivery API.
Okay. How would you rate yourself out of 10?
It's 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Lasika. Next, Ravindra. Can you share your sprint progress?
Yes, Ramona, in this sprint, I work on Cardiff with 10 NFC admin.
Okay, what's your rate of your achievement out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Ravinder. Next, Dinusha. Could you share your thoughts in this sprint, Dinusha?
Yeah, sure. In this sprint, I was able to design modern solutions to the problem of myself and deliver them to the team. So I have done a few components of Cabin and DW. That's it.
Okay. Okay. What's your rate for this sprint out of 10? Thank you, Dinusha. Next, Lahiru. What are the things that you do in this sprint, Lahiru?
Yeah, so in the sprint, I worked on Edinburgh project and mostly worked on Cardiff projects.
Okay, what is your motivation in this sprint you can rate out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Lahiru. Next, Oshadi. Can you share your story experience in this sprint?
Yeah, in this sprint, I did the candidates and training project in strategy and skills.
Okay, so out of 10, what would be your rating in the sprint?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Oshadi. Next, Madara. What you learn in this sprint, Madara?
Yeah, in this sprint, I completed strategy and next-phase components. And also I updated products and icon for the Edinburgh site. That's all.
Can you share your energy level out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Madara. Next, Sainika. Can you tell about your sprint, Sainika?
Yeah, Ramona, in this sprint, I did strategy and next-phase components. Also, I added products and created banners for the Edinburgh site.
Okay, how would you rate your energy level out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Sainika. Next, Ruchaka. What are the achievements do you done in this sprint?
Yes, Ramona, in this sprint, I was able to complete the CAD website training project using Mr. PM next days. That's
Okay, out of 10, what's your achievement level?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Ruchika. Next, Lakshita. Tell us about your sprint, Lakshita.
This sprint is very good for me. This winter, I was able to complete a CAD website and get a proper knowledge about how working with the strategy and next. So that's all.
Okay, so how would you rate your progress in this sprint out of 10?
I would like to rate it 9 out of 10.
Thank you, Lakshita. Next, Chamaka. What are the things you do in this sprint, Chamaka?
Yes, Ramana. During this sprint, I was working on the Cabistrapi project and mainly focused on the UI part of the components. That's it.
Okay, what's your rate for the sprint out of 10?
It's 9 out of 10.
Thank you, Chamaka. Next, Rusiru. Can you share that how was your sprint?
It's in this sprint, I was able to complete all fixes and changes in DW and LTH project. That's it.
Okay, what's your motivation for the sprint out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Rusiru. Next, Nisal. Tell us about your achievements in this sprint.
During this sprint, I worked on QA fixes of Bungalows project and also started the CAD Strappy project.
Okay, out of 10, what is the rating for the outcomes?
It's 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Nisal. Next, Chaturanga. How would you describe your success in this sprint?
During the sprint, I was able to complete most of CAD Strappy training project.
Okay, how would you rate your progress for the sprint out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, Chaturanga. Next, Piyumantha. Could you share some thoughts on this sprint?
Yes, Ramona, during the Gauss sprint, I worked on the geographic project, and I was able to complete almost all the UI of the dashboard and few integrations. And apart from those, I also helped dockerizing the Strapi Next project, and I learned how to dockerize the Postgres DBS.
Okay, on scale out of 10, what's your motivation for the outcomes?
It is 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Piyumantha. Next, Rakita. Tell us what you learned in this sprint.
Sorry, Ramona, Rakita is having a power cut, so you can continue with others.
Okay. Next, Amaya. Could you please share what you do in this sprint, Amaya?
During this time, I got a good understanding of the basics of WordPress, Elementor, and I also had the chance to work with Retrospective.
Okay. Out of 10, what is the rating for the outcomes?
It's 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Amaya. Next, Sasmita. Could you please share some of outcomes on this sprint?
Yes, Ramona. During this sprint, I go through the CAD website and finish pre-components using Strapi while gaining deep insight that how the Strapi works. That's all.
Okay. What's your motivation in this sprint out of 10?
It's 9 out of 10.
Thank you, Sasmita. Next, Yasisuru. Can you share your story experience in this sprint?
Yeah, so I was able to brush up my memory on Bootstrap and apply the learned content across 7 projects. And I did start working on Strapi and Next.js as well.
Yeah. Okay, so out of 10, what would be your rating in this sprint?
Say it's a 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Rasisru. That's all.
Thanks, Ramona.
You're welcome, Kanji.
So here we come to the end of our agenda. Mr. Rosha, do you have any closing comments to add?
Oh, that's good. That's all. Kanji.
Okay, so thank you everyone for your hard work during September month, and let's keep this momentum going. See you all in the next meeting. Until then, stay positive. Thank you.